Allah is beautiful and Allah loves beauty. And part of that means everything Allah created has beauty in it. Everything Allah created has beauty in it. But it is upon us to appreciate the beauty. And the moment we start looking at ourselves in the mirror and feeling disgusted, we are actually insulting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have started now to reach the position where Allah is Al-Quddus, the perfect, but no, we want perfection in everything that we see. We want perfection in ourselves. And that is not asked from anybody. Part of understanding Allah's name Al-Quddus means embrace the imperfect. Accept, enjoy the fact that you and me as human beings, we will never be perfect. But there is a beauty in every blemish. In every ugliness, there is a beauty, because it depends on who is looking. It doesn't depend on the one that's being looked at. In everything Allah created, there is something to appreciate. But we have reached this sorry situation. It affects marriages. You know, young people get married, and their expectation of what to see in marriage is so high because they've been watching Bollywood rom-coms, and they think that this is what love is, this is what romance is. You think you're always going to be holding hands and walking in the middle of some island? You know, some of the uncles here with grey hair, go ask them, what is marriage, what is love, how do I sustain a marriage? They will tell you. Don't watch these rubbish movies. These guys know nothing about love, nothing about romance, nothing about marriage. Ask the uncles. You know, there's one uncle, he's not here today, he has traveled for some time. One day he's sitting in the corner reading Quran, and I asked him, you know, he has 8 children. And this is not uncommon in in the Somali people. The number of children, you know, and maybe potentially multiple wives. And you ask such people, how did you maintain this married life? How did you look after this? These are the people who will teach you about marriage. Where are you going? Where are we going? We're looking for marriage advice from this influencer, that Instagram star, that YouTuber, you know, that movie and this TV serial. And the people who know, whose hair is grey with experience, are amongst us. We should ask them. We should look at them. We should start reducing our consumption. You know, people today have become so health conscious. You wouldn't be surprised. Just walk on any road where there's restaurants, you'll find like 3 vegan cafes. You know, health conscious cafes. Everything is like, they tell you how many grams of carbohydrates is in your meal. People have become extremely health conscious today. They are so wary what goes into their body. They will tell you how many steps they walk today. Who here knows who here is monitoring their steps? How many steps have you walked today, Habibi? What was the last number of steps you remember? Tell me. Tell me. You've not been monitoring your steps. Oyhak. Who can remember the number of steps? Who is monitoring the steps? Be honest with me. Yes. 21,000 today. MashaAllah. Inshallah. 21,000 steps to Furqan Masjid and home. MashaAllah. Today people are so conscious about what they consume, what diet, carbohydrates, protein, how many steps I'm taking. But what their heart is consuming, they don't care. The eye is the entry point to the heart. Every time you see something that you shouldn't be seeing, one black dot is placed on the heart. It's hadith in Sahih Muslim. Until what happens to the heart? It becomes blackened. No reminders affected. It reaches a point where this heart is so rusted, it's so black, nothing can enter it. You know, have you seen the picture of people who die from chain smoking? Their lungs are black. There's no oxygen in those lungs right at the end of its life. Finished, you know. The heart can become like this as well. And what is the thing that affects the heart the most? What we see, what we hear. If you can count the number of steps you are walking per day, you should be able to count the amount of times that you saw something haram today. You should be so worried about that. If you can tell me how many grams of carbohydrates, and how many calories you are allowed to eat today for your bulking regime, you should be able to tell me how many pages of Quran you've read today. زَيِّنُوا أَعْيُنَكُمْ بِخَلْقِ اللَّهِ. Beautify your eyes by looking at Allah's creation. And do not uglify your heart by looking at that which is prohibited. Because the more you do so, self-harming of young girls, broken marriages, people obsess. Do you know how many billions of dollars are made by selling cosmetics to men and women? Hair oil, makeups, creams, natural oil. How many billions of dollars this industry makes? What is it preying on? What is it eating? It's eating our insecurity. The more ugly we feel, the more we spend money on these things. But here's one thing very important. This is not something the Quran has just told us, but all the psychologists tell you. If you don't have self-esteem, if you do not appreciate the beauty Allah gave you, no makeup, no oil, no cream can help you. If you are brought up to hate yourself, the color of your skin, the blemish on your face, the shape of your body, no cream will help you. Even 12 sessions of therapy with a psychologist will not help you. You have to come back to a healthy place where you appreciate the creation of Allah and the blessings of Allah. You need a reset, you need a detox. Get rid of everything that you see. Get rid of the faces, the images, the bodies that you are exposed to regularly. And instead interact with normal people. Appreciate the creation of Allah. Appreciate the small things Allah has given you, the beauty that He has given you.